guys, I made it to Maker Faire. Check it out. Just getting in now.
The crowd is waiting to go. We have not opened the gates yet. How's everyone? Who here is the first time at Maker Faire? Raise your hand.
Over here! First time.
Earlier, there were like gears conflicting with each other, making a really nasty sound. Looks like that's gone now. Looks like a match to make everything work, you know. Got this whole movement going on. Made that on myself.
I love how, like, again, this the way that the pins are set up and the way that axle is.
I feel like I almost need more than 2 days to see everything here. It's crazy. There's so many awesome companies and just cool makers and awesome projects. This place is huge. This is kind of like the main tent area. I've only seen half of it, and I honestly could even go back and see that other half again to find out what I missed. But it's awesome. This is so great and so inspiring, so exciting. Seriously, like I'm legitimately giddy. And I can't remember the last time I've been this excited about something. Maybe it was when I was 8 or 9 years old, and the last time that I was like crazy excited for Christmas. And that's how I feel right now. It's just like, but it's a community feeling too. It's like I'm meeting all these people and just surrounded by all of these people who are excited about using technology in interesting ways, you know, and that's what it is. It's using technology, not just consuming technology, because that's all we're good at these days, you know. Usually the people who think they're the most tech savvy are just people who have an expensive smartphone and tablet and like, oh yeah, like I'm really into technology. Whatever, dude, you just spend a lot of money on electronics. That doesn't mean you know anything about technology, you know. We need to become literate again in using tools, and the tools of our century, they're electronics, it's coding, it's engineering. And yeah, and it's like, it's more than just coding now, because there's such a big push for coding. If all people know how to do is program, then we're just gonna have the same problem again in the future, because it's not enough. We can't just make software, we have to make hardware. We have to do cool things with it. And we need to get kids and teenagers excited and make them feel like, hey, I can do this. Like, I could be an electrical engineer. I don't have to look like that guy or that guy. I can just look like me, and I can be an electrical or a mechanical engineer or who knows what, any number of cool things. So I'm having a great time. This is so much fun. There's some steamy Steam stuff going on here, and for anyone who doesn't know what STEAM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You'll sometimes hear STEM used interchangeably. I think it's going really well, and Make is a really big force in that community. They kind of are leading the charge. So it's really cool at a place here like at Maker Faire to see these activities and these things that get kids involved and get them passionate. I think events like Maker Fairs, I wish there was one in every state every freaking year, because we need to get kids excited and empowered to do these cool things. So, having a really good time, and I'm just have a snack here for a second and cool off, because it's actually pretty hot out there. But this has so far been a super cool experience. It is about 1:30 almost on the first day of Maker Faire, and I've met up with a few people that I was really hoping to see. There's still a lot more people on my list that I'm hoping I can catch, but it's cool to meet some of these people in person, and it's even cooler to meet some of the companies that I followed for a long time online, see some of their products in person, and chat with some of the teams behind these products, so that hopefully down the line that can translate into new content and collaboration with some of these people. So I'm here with 100% grade A Angus beef. How's it going? Angus from Maker's News. Seriously, this guy, total rock star. Of all of the YouTubers who do 3D printing stuff, I think this guy has the real chops. And time after time, I keep going back to your content. I love it. I love what you do. So,
thanks, man.
I have two super quick questions for you. What got you into making? I kind of know your story, but what do you think was the one thing that really pulled you in to become a maker?
I hated the idea of not knowing how things worked, and I was always obsessed to figure out how they worked. So I'd take stuff apart. So before I made things, I was more of a destroyer, because I could never put things back together. So I'd take things apart, and then I was like, oh, okay, I can use these things to make other things.
Back here with the camcorder up the road.
Yeah, does anyone want to comment on objectivity? Like being objective in your content?
Elaborate.
Being not biased.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, bias is, everyone has bias, unfortunately. And it is really difficult sometimes to not be biased, and especially review videos, through past experiences and that kind of thing. It just comes down to everyone has their own take on a product or take on a field of some sort of opinion on something. And so if you're looking for particularly reviews, for example, because I do a lot of reviews, I would seek out different opinions.